Hey, Mike, you ever thrown out a first pitch before?
No, and it would look just like that. If I did,
Yeah, I was about to say.
But
First of all, that's a badass suit. That's a badass suit Connor rocking. Two, I'm actually not surprised that
not
Connor
for the first pitch.
did that. Well, but you got to be on brand. He's also on brand in the amount of adrenaline and testosterone. Like, throwing it that hard is typical Conor McGregor. He knows one speed. I've never done it, but like you said, I probably wouldn't do much better. I probably bounce it. I probably one-hop it to home plate. But in the meantime, we're going to clown Conor McGregor. From a distance, we're going to clown Conor McGregor. That's as bad a first pitch as I can remember seeing. Just a bit outside.
No, that's the worst. That's the worst one I've seen.
That's the worst?
Because
it's up there.
That is the worst one. Worse than 50s.
Yeah.
And 50 had a terrible one. But
yes,
no, that's bad.
50 comes to mind.
This is, and like, there's the people who just come just short. You know, it's supposed to go 66, 60 feet, 6 inches, and it goes 50 feet, 6 inches. I get that. At least you're on the right path.
Yeah.
Where's he going? Yeah. And why didn't he just take
Mike,
take the jacket off. I know you stay on brand. You got the suit on. You got the fire shoes. Yeah. You're looking good. Hair's just right. Take the jacket off. And if something goes wrong, you be like, look, I can throw better than that. I just didn't want to get dirty. Because I'm just trying to be clean more than anything. I ain't trying to put everything into it. But that was horrible. Is that the worst one you've seen?
Speaking of Conor McGregor, speaking of fighting, Aaron Rodgers took the gloves off yesterday on Pat McAfee's show.
Ooh, nice.
He came to his critics.
Oh, that's nice.
And then he
I like that.
Kind of clarified. Not about clarified. He certainly didn't walk it back. He added to it. Yeah, what's up? Yes.
I just got to acknowledge the game. I'm just going to acknowledge the game right there. What you just did there, that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. Okay.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I just got to acknowledge.
I appreciate that.
What we witnessed here was a miracle, and I want you to acknowledge it. I mean, that was well done. Okay, go ahead.
It just comes.
That's what I do.
Here's Aaron Rodgers.
It's like Jordan shooting the threes.
I think in this day and age of media, the things that get the most, it's all about clicks, right? And hits and views, and 1 second counts as a view. So the actually opinions that are garnering the most attention are the most outlandish. So it's not even overreaction Monday or Tuesday anymore. It's overreaction every time a microphone's in your face. Every time you have a single shot in the camera and you get to talk to camera. Every time you're on a panel, it's who can say the most outlandish things.
Look, I do want to maybe rephrase or refocus what I said. I strongly believe in everybody's ability to have an opinion, and I respect the fact that they have an opinion and should have an opinion. My issue is a platform given to individuals who only desire to say inflammatory things that are not based in fact, right? So personally, I think I would be a little sensitive to people questioning my commitment to this team. Said it from the start, if I wasn't 100% committed to the squad and my team, then I wouldn't have come back. Now, maybe people thought that was, some sort of cliche line or obligatory statement, but it was the truth. But to use statements like that or things I did in the off season or my own mental status that I actually explained many times in this room or in this forum as the basis for statements around me not caring or not being invested with my team is not rooted in fact. It's not correct. And I do enjoy the opportunity to correct misinformation like that.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say here, Michael, other than hit dogs holler.
Yeah.
I didn't think Aaron Rodgers said or did anything wrong yesterday. And I certainly didn't hear anything that I disagree with or that was out of line today. It's out of line to speculate about this person's commitment from his perspective. The people doing it probably don't see anything wrong with it, but I understand where he's coming from when he's like, wait a second, you can have your opinions, but I'm insulted that you, without having talked to me or not knowing me, would speculate and be reckless when it comes to my professionalism. I know that triggers me, Michael Smith. I know that triggers me. Don't you dare, you can say anything you want about me. Don't you dare say that I don't work hard or that I ain't putting forth the effort or I'm a professional. Don't even try that. You better find somebody else to hit with all that smoke. So Aaron Rodgers yesterday had every right to unload on the media, and I think anybody who has a problem with what he said yesterday and today, hit dogs holler. It's probably because he's talking about you. It's probably because you're trafficking in hot takes and shock jock type media.
See, now I don't know if Florio wrote that headline on Pro Football Talk. That's sarcasm. That's kind of simplifying. That's oversimplifying what Aaron Rodgers is talking about. But I will say this. I'll say this. Aaron Rodgers says in his reframe, in his clarification, he says, I believe that everyone should have an opinion, and everybody has a right to express their opinion. Well, okay, Aaron, if you believe that if your issue is those who use their platform recklessly, well, that's their right to do it. So you do, if you think everybody should have an opinion, well, their opinion may be, their position may be, I'm going to use my platform in this way because, and you go down this whole rabbit hole. What's the United States of America? Well, I have the right to do anything I can. And then somebody comes back and says, well, I have the right to criticize the way you do it, the way, on and on and on and on. So you're not really going to resolve anything with that. I don't believe that's his problem. I believe his problem, he really should do, this is the best way to do it. I always feel like this. There are no shortcuts. My kids hear me say that all the time. There are no shortcuts. Now, I'm usually speaking figuratively. I'm speaking metaphorically when I say there are no shortcuts to the kids. When I'm talking about process, the pains of process, the pains that become the joys of process. So I say, don't cut out a step. I know you want to. There are no shortcuts. But I actually believe, literally, there are very few shortcuts. If point A is here and point B is here, what do you hear? Direct route is the best way to go. So for Aaron Rodgers, that means, why don't you just say Jermichael Finley? Just say it. I don't like what Jermichael Finley said. I don't like what he said. How's that dude go question me? But he's going round and round.
Probably not trying to give him any more shine. Maybe that's what it is.
I know, but you're giving him shine by hitting the edges, going around the perimeter. Hey, that man questioned your commitment by body language, by the look in your eyes. He said he was
speaking in general. I don't think it was reserved for Michael Finley. I think his commentary was in general. I know you wanted to do a double dip on 12s, so
I do.
Take it away.
From the second best quarterback to ever play the position, Aaron Rodgers, to the best quarterback to play the position, Tom Brady. Mike, I know you will discipline your kids. I'll discipline my kids. But bottom line is, we have the love that only a father can have at times. A love that, hey, you say something about my kid or you do something to my kid, you go hear from me before you hear from him. And that is where Tom Brady Sr. was coming from when he talked with Tommy Curran yesterday. And you got to hear this. Listen to what Tom Brady Sr. said about the Patriots and his son. Oh, I thought we had that sound. I thought we had. We don't have it? All right. Well, let's just wait on it. Let's wait. We got it now? All right. Listen, let me know when it's there, but when we have it, before we get there, Mike, I want to say, all right, here, let's play this out.
I think you got it. We got it.
All right, let's check it out.
Do you find a measure of vindication for your kid?
Damn right. Damn right. Belichick wanted him out the door, and last year he threw 56 touchdowns. I think that's a pretty good year.
Do you think that Tom feels the same way?
Damn rights. Damn rights.
You got any more Patriots paraphernalia in that house behind you in San Mateo?
I'm not sure. I just, let's see, there might be something. I think I might have a license plate that says something like 6 Super Bowls, but other than that, I think pretty much the rest of it has been given to Goodwill or Catholic Charities or something.
Goodwill and Catholic Charities. Hey, take the mic, drop it. Look, I will say this. I don't know where the 56 touchdowns, I don't know where that number came from, thrown for 56 touchdowns. I don't think he threw for 16 touchdowns in the postseason. I thought he had 40.
Yeah, that sounds
He had
high.
16 in the playoffs? I don't know if he had 16.
Did he? That sounds high.
No.
I'll look it up.
Right.
No,
He
I
had
said
40 in the
that
regular
sounds
season.
high. No, I said that sounds high.
But
I said that sounds high.
But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. I think I understand where Tom Brady Sr. is coming from. Most of the time, Mike, I'm not trying to hear from mama, daddy, uncle, cousin. Like, come on. Just let the players play. Stay out. Like, and especially with dads. Most of the time when dads get involved, like mom is sweet. Mom will say when you first walked, mom will say, I knew my baby was going to be something special. Dads, we usually take it too far. Dads, we become, we're trying to invent a quarterback in the lab like Todd Marinovich. We're trying to come up with like a special system. We're trying to mess with the swing, correct the technique. But the reason I appreciate Tom Brady Sr. in this case is because Tom Brady always tries to craft an image of what he wants you to see. Daddy tells you what's actually there. And there's great insight. Most of the time when Tom Brady Sr. speaks, he's telling you really what Tom Brady is feeling, and it's very rare that we get that. So shout out Tom Brady
Brady
Sr.
appreciation weeks will continue.